Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our class title today is Banana Drama. Let's move on to language focus. 1번. Sure enough, one visitor's behavior at the exhibit has made the news. Okay, so we're going to look at sure enough today. And it's to suggest that something happened as predicted, as expected. So in Korean, we could say sure enough would be similar to 아니나, oopsie daisies, 아니나 다를까, 과연. But sure enough can be also similar to be certain about something. So maybe like 확실히, or it turned out. 알고 보니. We can use these in a very similar way. Alright, so let's have a look at the example here. So I thought that guy looked familiar, and sure enough, we went to the same high school. 그래서 the person who saw the other person thought, 어디서 본 것 같아요. And after thinking more, 생각해보니, he or she realized that they went to the same high school. So, like, 아니나 다를까? 저는 그 남자가 낯이 있고 확실히 우리는 같은 고등학교를 다녔다고 생각했습니다. So, I was sure that I've seen this person before. 이 사람은 본 것 같아요. 맞다. 우리 같은 고등학교에 다녔어요. This is what we mean. Or, next example. Sure enough, the band put on a great concert last night. 아니나 다를까? 그 밴드는 어젯밤에 멋진 콘서트를 열었습니다. So, it was certain, 확실히 이 밴드 너무 재밌으니까 당연히 좋은 콘서트 열었습니다. So, it turned out, sure enough, to be certain, there are 조금 different meanings but can be used in a very similar way in some cases. Okay, let's look at 2번. He claims to have learned art by reading catalogs and simply making things. So 2번, we're using claim to have. So this is to express that somebody says that they did something, but it cannot be confirmed, and possibly it is not considered credible or meaning true, right? So, as an example, we will have to understand the word claim first, actually. So, claim means what? It means 주장하다. Alright, when you claim something, it usually means that somebody says that they might have, that they have done something, but there's no proof. It also means to receive something, okay? As an example, if I lost my wallet and the lost and found, I had it, I need to go to the lost and found and claim my wallet back. But in this case, 주장하다. So Ray claims to have studied in Japan, but he doesn't seem to understand the language at all. So Ray는 일본에서 공부했다고 주장하지만 Ray는 일본어를 전혀 이해하지 못하는 것 같아요. Which, that could be true. There are many people in Korea who live in Korea for a very long time and don't know Korean. So it's not, it could be possible. Or the second, Dan claims to have written the article by himself, but I think he copied it off the internet. So Dan은 스스로 기사를 썼다고 주장하지만 인터넷에서 복사한 것 같아요. So though he says he wrote the article by himself, 스스로 기사를 썼다고 주장하지만 I think 저는 인터넷에서 복수한 것 같아요. Alright, now let's move on to the language focus quiz. 1번. I thought that looked familiar and sure enough. So remember sure enough. When we go back to sure enough, it's to talk about or suggest that something happened as predicted or expected. So in this situation, let's say I thought, let's say she looked familiar, and sure enough, we went to the same kindergarten. Very similar to the first example we had. So 저는 그녀가 낯이 있다고 생각했고, 아니나 다를까 우리는 유치원에 같이 갔습니다. 같이 다녔습니다. 옛날에부터 아직 지금까지 잘못 보니까 the face looks familiar, but 확실하지 않아요 그때. But after some research, I found out that we went to the same kindergarten. Okay. 2번. Sure enough, happened just as I thought. Let's just say a fight happened just as I thought. So 아니나 다를까 내가 생각했던 대로 싸움이 벌어졌습니다. So I imagined before they went into the meeting, they might have an argument. And sure enough, they had an argument or a fight. 3번. Claims to have invented, but I don't believe it. Okay, let's say John Harvey Kellogg. That name might sound familiar because Kellogg is the brand of many cereals out there. But he claimed to have invented peanut butter, but I don't believe it. Many rumors say it's someone else. So John Harvey Kellogg는 peanut butter 땅콩바다를 발명했다고 주장합니다. 하지만 저는 믿지 않습니다. Okay, last one, 4번. She claims to have, claims to have, but there's no proof. Let's say she claims to have won the lotto, but there's no proof. 그녀는 로또에 당첨되었다고 주장하지만 증거가 없습니다. Okay, now let's move on to the further discussion. 1번. Why would a gallery pay $120,000 for a banana taped to a wall? 왜 미술관이 벽에 테이프로 붙인 바나나 한 개에 12만 달러를 지불해야 해요? Because they would argue that it's art. I would argue that it's not. However, art is very subjective. However, as we heard recently in South Korea, this person took the banana off the wall as well at an art museum, ate it, put it back on, and the artist wasn't even bothered. So it's stupid, in my opinion. They can give me $120,000 instead. 2번. Expanding on question 1, if somebody eats the banana, are they guilty of a serious crime? What should the punishment be? 만약에 누군가가 바나나를 먹는다면 그들은 심각한 범죄를 저질렀습니까? 어떤 처벌을 받아야 합니까? Technically, you could say it's vandalizing, it's damaging property. So, I wouldn't say a serious crime because I don't think it's worth $120,000. But the argument is, it is art. So if I were to, example, damage the Mona Lisa, I would be charged with a very serious crime. What should the punishment be? Compensation for the artwork, which is a lot of money. I don't think jail time is actually worth it. Anyway, that wraps up for today's class, and we'll see you on the next class.
Meteorite.
Meteorite.
Slump over.
Slump over.
Intervene.
Intervene.
Pull a prank.
Pull a prank.
Peel.
Peel.
Non-event.
Non-event.